morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. Looking at the MACD's moving averages, the day's support, resistance and pivot levels and the Fibonacci's. It is Wednesday the 15th of September. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against US dollar, positive start to the day. Going to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 46,363 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 48,027. Support from the broader market is going to be needed for Bitcoin to break out from 47,500 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin target 50,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 48,903. A fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 45,488 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should avoid sub 45,000 levels. Second major support level sits at 43,824. Looking at the MACD's, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, but no signs of an immediate bearish cross, so keep an eye on that for direction. More significantly, on the MA, had a bullish cross late yesterday, 50 breaking through the 100 and closing in on the 200. That's supporting this early upside. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 46,363, break through 47,500 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Moving across to Ethereum against US dollar, it's been a mixed morning. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 3382 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 3493. Support's going to be needed to break out from this morning's high of 3452.06. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ethereum target 3600 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 3551. Fall through the pivot will bring the 23.6% fib at 3369 and the first major support level at 3325 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 3200 levels. Second major support level at 3214 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACD, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day coming off the back of this morning's pullback, so keep an eye on that for a possible bearish cross. On the MAs, 50s narrowing on the 100 and 200, so a further narrowing would provide support to Ethereum through the morning. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 3382, break through this morning's high 3452.06 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will come into play. Moving across to Litecoin against US dollar, also bearish this morning. Going to need to Litecoin move back through the pivot at 183 to bring the first major resistance level at 189 into play. Support from the broader market will be needed for Litecoin to break out from 185. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 188.88 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Litecoin target 200 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 195. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the 23.6% fib at 178 and the first major support level at 177 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should avoid sub 170s. Second major support level at 170 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACD's, narrowing of the bullish histogram, so look out for a bearish cross that would peg Litecoin back. On the MAs, 50s holding its ground against the 100 and the 200, currently inconclusive. So look out for a narrowing that would provide support through the day. So key would be to move back through the pivot at 183 and break out from 185 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. And looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, also bearish this morning. Good to see Ripple's XRP avoid the pivot at 1.0836 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1102. Support from the broader market will be needed for Ripple's XRP to break out from this morning's high 1.09805 and move back through to 1.10 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ripple's XRP target 1.15 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 1.1236. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 1.0702 and the 38.2% fib at 1.0659 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should continue to avoid sub 1.0 levels. Second major support level at 1.0435 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACD's, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, but no immediate signs of a bearish cross, so keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, 50 is narrowing on the 100 and the 200, so we're going to need to see further narrowing to support a breakout day and a bullish cross would be needed to bring 1.15 levels into play. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 1.0836 and move back through to 1.10 levels to bring that first major resistance level at 1.1102 into play. Failure to do that, support levels will come into play.